Now, we all remember the situation with Club Shay. It was exploding. Shannon Sharp has been killing the game for a while now, right? He got the nightcap show, that's getting like anywhere from 15,000 to 30,000 people watching them. We even saw one time he got up to 70,000 people in there. So we know that they got big contracts. Him and Chad Ochocinco, they out there killing the game. Then he had Club Shay. And Club Shay was also killing the game. He brought Cat Williams on there and he broke the internet. I mean, getting almost 70 million views, right? Just for bringing Cat Williams on. And when Cat Williams came on, he said a lot of provocative things, right? He called a lot of people out. And with that, Club Shay got in trouble by the gatekeepers. He got in trouble by these people that's been in the industry a long time, right? And one of them was D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley said, well, we only went on the show because we felt basically sorry for him because of what they saw Skip Bayless do to Shannon Sharp when they had their show together, right? So that's in the form of disrespect anyway, because you should have came on just because I'm a brother trying to be successful, right? But Shannon was basically just doing an interview. And Cat Williams really went in on everybody, right? Well, Shannon had interviewed them all. All of them went on, from Steve Harvey to all of them. But after Cat Williams came on, nobody wanted to be affiliated with Shannon Sharp no more. He'd become a pariah. Nobody wanted to deal with him. And they started making names, calling him the GAY word. All the other comedians and everybody started to go after him, right? But D.L. Hughley, he's one of those guys that like to talk a lot of this black stuff, right? But he goes at Shannon Sharp, but goes on. He goes at the Shannon Sharp, but then he goes on to D.L. Hughley show. I mean, he goes on to Vlad TV, right? He goes on to Vlad TV, and when he goes on Vlad TV, he talks down on Shannon Sharp on Vlad TV, but he talks all this black stuff, right? I mean, it had gotten so bad. Y'all remember this?
They're like, I mean, even DL. Oh, and he was like, he said something when Mike Epps said what he said. Well, this is what you get for being messy. How? How am I messy? I ask a question. They answer the question. I don't like, hey, man, did he do anything else? Did they say anything else? I asked the question. Right. He answered. So we're going back and forth in the DM. He says, bro, let's just have fun with this. I said, F no. I say, tell me the fun with you lying on me, saying I'm gay, saying I cross-dress and I look like Medea. Tell me where's the fun for that for me. I get it for you. You get the key. You get the laugh. But tell me the fun in it for me. What I'm starting to see, Ocho, now, you remember Cat said it. He said, Shannon, he said, this is going to put you in a new realm. This is going to put you in a new stratosphere. He also told me when I got outside.
So they was calling them names, calling them messy, going in, calling them a G-A-Y, calling them a G-A-Y word. It was just a whole bunch of stuff, man, that was going on, man. But then he had Monique on the show. And Monique came on the show, and she also doubled down on what was going on in the industry. And she said some things about D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley was very upset about that, right? So D.L. Hughley went in on Shannon Sharp, and he said this.
Club Shay is getting messier and messier. It's almost like Wendy Williams didn't go anywhere. She just got a wait set. So Monique was on. Every time I see Monique these days, she's on doing some greasy ass video with her and her daddy complaining about something or working out. I don't know nobody that work out that much and gain weight unless every crunch you do has got Captain in front of it. But apparently she goes on Club Shay and tells the story about how she came on my radio show and I wasn't there at the time. And my co-host Jasmine Sanders played a game that we played all the time with everybody called Would You Rather. She apparently was so offended by that she says she got off. She called me. Monique did, and she said I was very dismissive, like, Monique's a liar. When Monique did call me, I heard her complaints. I listened to her, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have aired. It didn't, because I respected her wishes. She's a liar.
But recently, D.L. Hughley was on the All Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes, with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, and he went more. He doubled down and went more in on Shannon Sharp and talking about Shannon Sharp's show and saying that it's not the truth. I mean, he was just, he was talking about Vlad TV, Vlad being his friend, You know, he was just saying a whole bunch of stuff. You know, none of these guys wasn't challenging him because these guys are part of the industry, right? And when you go against the industry, you become the enemy, right? So they were, you know, they was really laying into him, right, tearing him up, right? But let's look at some of the things that he said while he was on that show. We'll come back.
Truth that you refused to do Club Shay Shay?
Yes.
Was there a reason behind that?
Because I think that, and I've said this openly, I think that the reason that many of those men went on that show is because Skip shit on him. Skip shit on Shannon in a way that made most black men go, fuck that, we're going to make sure this brother. But then those very men were now all of a sudden the subject of ridicule. And then an art form I loved was trotted out week after week because it was in vogue. Mm-hmm. And Shay Shay is a great platform, but it ain't the arbiter of truth. I ain't never known a club where they told the truth at. Like, I ain't never known one club. Like, it ain't a bench, it ain't a Bible. It became a thing where it was this arbiter of all that was wrong. Now, I know everyone. I love Cat. I think Cat is an andre. I think he's one of the most talented human beings I've ever seen. I know Sid and Skip and Sid and Steve. I know Earthquake. I know all those men. And though I have a decidedly different experience with them. But I thought I thought in terms of my perspective of Club Shay Shay in its initial iteration, it's an art form I loved that now was being trotted out and splayed out, and I thought it was misrepresented. Like, it would be like somebody telling you how shitty basketball was. You know, I love this art form. Mm-hmm. It took me from places that I never thought I would go to sitting in front of kings and queens. So I have a different perspective of it, and I thought that to me was something that I just, that's why I draw the line at for me. Respect. You can do whatever you want.
Respect.
When you called me, I came right.
Right away. I was surprised. It's like I hit him. He said, "Yeah," right away. I was
people
like,
okay. Well, why you fuck with Vlad? I fuck with Vlad because I like him. I'm gonna fuck with. I'm never gonna explain to somebody or justify somebody why I do anything. I do what I want to do. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna tell you where you going, nigga. When my father they asked you ever ask your father where you going, nigga, to see a man about a dog?
I wish I would.
That was the famous line right there. See a man
or a horse, and we never got none of them.
Right.
But to me, there are things that I spark to agree with, like or dislike. I don't know. I think that what he's doing, he was actually my favorite football player. But I think the iteration of that, the way that came about, and the harm I saw it caused people I love, and an art form I love, made me go, you know what? That's not a thing I need to do.
I know comedy, like sports, has always been a competitive space, but now I feel like there's more beef.
I'll say this in closing. Listen, man, the industry is the industry. And Cat Williams told Shannon that when you do this interview, they're going to come after you. You're going to have a lot of enemies because these people stick together because they all got secrets on each other, right? And I told y'all, man, these athletes, entertainers, and all, don't follow these people. They're contracted in with the dominant society. They do what they told. A lot of them read teleprompters. The world is a stage, man. And a lot of times, y'all called the things that we was calling out as conspiracies. Y'all wasn't trying to hear all the things that we was saying, but now look, this stuff is coming out full-fledged, man. And we've been warning y'all. We've been blowing the whistle for a long time, man. And these people now are being exposed for who they are. But listen, I like Shannon Sharp, him and Chad Ochocinco. You know, Shannon got his ways with him. You know, when he played football, he was my favorite tight end of all time. But when you become successful, man, especially amongst our group, you're going to have people that don't like you. You're going to have people that hate you, right? And I don't think that Shannon did anything wrong when he was doing Club Shay Shay at all. Because whatever Cat Williams said, y'all could have came back on there and basically and said, listen, he's a liar, or this didn't happen, or this happened. Y'all chose to just make Shannon be the enemy because you looked at Shannon like, I can't believe you would have that. I thought you was one of us. Why would you have that guy on there? You're kicked out the whip now. You're no longer one of us. And Shannon is saying, hey, I'm independent. I'm making millions of dollars without y'all. I don't want to be over there with you guys. That's what I'm seeing now. He chose the Chitlin circuit, and in the Chitlin circuit with Nightcap, he's blowing up. Club Shay Shay is not getting as many numbers as it used to, but Nightcap was killing the game. I mean, who you know at nighttime can have 30,000 people watching him? At nighttime, overnight. So that he has a highly successful show. We already saw the Hughley and what he's done, and especially with this Democratic Party and all the things that he was supporting. We already know that he ain't 10 toes down in the paint. Right? These guys flip-flop. At one point, he was against Kamala Harris. Remember he made these comments against Kamala? He was always against Kamala Harris, and all of a sudden he was for Kamala Harris. So these people are hypocrites. But I'm going to cut this video short here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.